Hey guys, welcome to another episode of SEO on Air. Today we have a special guest, Ted Sellers. So let me give you one question for you guys. So imagine that you're a plumber in a particular area, or maybe a roof repairing company, and you have your own website, and you want to rank for some of the keywords related to the service that you're providing in the local area. So the moment you're searching for it on Google, there will be a lot of listing websites, and it's quite difficult to outrank such heavy websites in the web. So our speaker here, Mr. Ted, he has a lot of ideas around how to use video to rank for such heavily competed keywords. And Ted, welcome to our show.
Hi. Yeah. Again, my name is Ted, and video is kind of my main thing.
Great.
We've done multiple different projects with video for local companies and have gotten really good experience.
Perfect.
Um, so yeah.
Great. Let's jump in. So, guys, to give you a bit more background about Ted. So, Ted has been doing local SEO video consultation for over 15 years now. He's an independent local SEO consultant, and he's based in Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota area. So he's been doing quite a bit of local SEO consulting for companies in these areas. So feel free to get in touch with them if you guys have any questions related to local SEO or how to rank your websites. So Ted is the man for you guys. So Ted, are you ready? I have a
Yeah.
long list of questions to understand and learn more about using videos for local SEO.
Okay.
Great. So, Ted, when we discussed, before the podcast, we were discussing about the topic, and you specifically mentioned about, using video as a means, to rank in a faster way. So, can you tell us a bit more about what is this video SEO and how can it really help to rank for the local SEO key terms? Especially, let's assume that plumber near me is the keyword.
Okay.
So, how do people, use this tactic?
With first of all, Google loves video. I know that for a fact, just based off of different things that I've done on my end from a testing standpoint. As far as being able to rank, it all starts with the type of video that you're using. So there's information videos where you may answer a person's question, and then there's the person who is looking for a plumber or a roofer near me. With the video, specifically if you want to use it to rank for local terms, the biggest thing is going to be the title. You know, making sure you have, for example, roofing companies near me, having that term there along with whatever city that you're trying to get found in. So that the title is kind of one of the biggest factors. And then, you get down to the length of the video. I've found that videos that are between, you know, 2 minutes to 10 minutes typically do a lot better versus a 20-second video. Um, and then there's a piece in the back end of YouTube where you can actually put in the city that you're trying to get found in. So it's basically your geotag in the video.
Right.
So those are some of the key factors along with the description
Mhm.
that you need to make sure you have in line to be able to show up in the local um, search that you're trying to get found in.
Great. So what are some types of videos that people can do? Because there are corporate videos, there are like quite a lot of types of videos that people can use. But in your experience, what do you think is the best type of video, that helps to rank faster, for the local SEO?
I think being able to answer a question
Mm-hmm.
that a consumer may be typing in. That's one. The second one would be a video for review. If you had a customer that you went out, you did some work for, and then you asked them to do a 2-minute review, a positive review, at least.
Of course.
You have them to do a review, and then once they do the review, those ones typically do very well too,
Mhm.
and they get a lot of interaction.
Okay, so typically you're saying to get a video review from your customers, so that could
Correct.
help them to get that thing up. Okay, got it. And yes, when we are so as you know, Ted, like even on YouTube, even to be found organically, it takes a while, right? So is there any paid options, or is there any a quick route that people can take to get some eyeballs rolling and then trying to rank for the organic way?
Yep. I'm sorry. I totally you kind of the sound on my end kind of was in and out. I apologize.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. I'll just repeat that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ted, you mentioned about using video reviews and to rank higher. Now the thing is, when someone is starting out, right, and their video, imagine that it's the first video they're putting on their on a new YouTube channel, and they're trying to promote it. So in that case, is it fine about waiting to get it being found organically, or is there any paid PPC or something which you could advise to try for the
Yeah.
video?
So one of the things that I feel like is being it actually is not being utilized that much for some reason is so Google offers a YouTube video ads. Um, and what you can do with the YouTube video ads is there's multiple ways you can utilize it. You can utilize it to basically go out to people who have maybe typed in your competitor's name or have looked at their website. So basically retargeting. The other factors that you can use it for is, let's say you get a hailstorm in Minneapolis. And you know the zip code, or the address of the area. You can actually take the AdWord part of the YouTube video and actually be able to advertise in that particular area. And I can tell you that we've actually gotten some really good results
Hmm.
with doing that for certain roofing companies in the area. So yeah, I mean, there's different ways you can use it. You can use it the video ads to target your competitors, or you can use it to target an area that you want to be found in, and that's gonna affect how quick your video ranks.
Hmm.
It's also gonna show you, how well your video works. Basically, the message that's in that video, if it's getting the point across really
Right.
quick.
Right. And this is all about YouTube, right? So like you mentioned, the whole conversation that we had now, it's all completely on YouTube. So is there any other, for example, Vimeo or those other players, or maybe even host the video on the website itself? So is this only the YouTube the only way out for this, or in your experience, what other platforms do you prefer to host the
I think
videos?
the other platform is, I think you want to make sure that you get that video on your website. Um, what I've found with adding the video to the website, if you have the right SEO plug, because
Hmm.
there's ways you can schema mark up the video.
Right.
So I've found that by adding it to particular pages on different sites, it actually helps that site rank much faster versus the traditional way of adding content on the page.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Got it.
So so your website would be the next phase. Twitter, you can add a video to Twitter. You can also add it to a video to LinkedIn if you have a
Hmm.
LinkedIn business page,
Hmm.
and then also Pinterest and Facebook. I think those are the main places that you want to make sure you have the video up.
Right.
Um, with Twitter, you can upload the video or you can share it from YouTube. That's totally optional. But those
Okay.
are the
Okay, great. And these videos that you're saying, these are the native videos they're saying. It's not like sharing the videos on LinkedIn or something. These are like the LinkedIn native videos and the Facebook native videos, right? Ted, I think we lost you.
yes. I if you could please repeat your question, because yes,
Sure,
we
no problem. So Ted, I was asking like, you were mentioning about the videos on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Pinterest. So for example, when we are adding these videos, it's not like sharing these YouTube videos over there. It's like adding or uploading these videos as native videos on Facebook, right?
Yes, so on Facebook, I would highly recommend that you upload the video
Hmm.
instead of sharing it.
Hmm.
Particularly, if you're going to do ads on Facebook, because Facebook is another platform you can utilize video ads, I would highly recommend uploading a video,
Mm-hmm.
and adding, the title and tags, etc. So
Okay. Okay, great. So can you list down like, what are the best practices that any video, if, for example, if someone is uploading a video about, let's take it's an introduction video about plumbing, or maybe about roof repairs, or maybe even an auto glass repair shop. So can you list down like what are the best practices that people can use from the start, so that it could be a good, reckoner for people to refer to, more like a checklist?
sure. So the first phase would be, figuring out getting your message right, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, there's two types of messages. There's messages where you educate a consumer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first message. Then the second phase is, you know, getting your company's information out there. Kind of who you are, what you do, and how you can help the customer. So
Right.
always keep those in mind. And then getting down to, once you get that phase figured out, get into the next phase would be getting the page title and the description and those factors in place. So when get a video, the first thing you want to do is make sure you name the video the keyword that you're trying to target. So for example, if I was going to do a video for, roofing companies and Minneapolis, I would make sure the file name is Minneapolis Roofing Companies or Roofing Companies in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the first phase, and save that file. Then once you get the file saved, um, when you upload it, making sure you get the proper title. The title, again, is one of the most important factors, I feel like. So, making sure you get that title, getting your keyword in the beginning of the title, the city. You can, have some sort of call to action if you want to in the title.
Right.
Making sure you keep it under the 65 characters. That's another thing, because if you go longer than that, they typically don't do that well.
Right.
And then, the next phase would be the description, which is another important factor. So you would make sure you have your keywords in the description along with the website URL. I look at a ton of videos and I am just surprised at the fact that people don't add their website URL in the description. It's critical because it
Right.
helps the video perform well, and it also helps your website move
Right.
up in the ranks. And then the next phase would be, just sharing it, throughout social media.
Mm-hmm.
And those would be some of the most common things. And I actually, one of them I just missed was adding the proper
Right.
tags. So tags kind of tell YouTube basically, kind of like what the video is about.
Mm-hmm.
So making sure you have your main keywords in the beginning of the tags. So for example, again, Minneapolis roofing companies. You can go to Google keyword
Mm-hmm.
and type in whatever keyword that you're trying to rank for and get some ideals there. So,
Right. Okay, great.
yep.
And also I think the image, right? The thumbnail image, that's also quite important, right? Because people have to click.
Yes. Yep. So when someone's doing a search, um, if they type in, for example, Minneapolis roofing companies, one of the things that, you got the AdWords, you got the 3-pack, and then you got the organic section.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a really good thumb tag, that's really what's going to help you get more clicks from the organic section. So there's different ways you can utilize the thumb tag. I typically, if it's a service company, I like to have some sort of call to action, phone number, something there where it identifies, the information that potential customer could be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I say, having your brand name, your phone number, your email address, and some sort of call to action in that thumbnail.
Right.
That's really critical, and thank you for bringing that up. That's because it's the first thing that consumer's going to see if your video shows up.
Absolutely. And so adding the title, and yes, even in the title, like you mentioned, um, probably if let's look at a title example here. So a roofing company. Let's take roofing company in Minneapolis. So can you tell us like a sample title that people can use for this company, and so that could be helpful for people. Hello, Ted.
Okay, there you go. Okay, yep,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay,
Yes, Ted. Yeah.
okay.
Right. So Ted, can you give us an example? So now that you explained about how the thumbnail should look like, what are the details that needs to be added? So can we, let's phrase a custom title. I'll give you one example. So maybe it's a roofing company in Minneapolis. So how do you frame a title for this thing? What is the best practice of that?
So I would do Minneapolis Roofing Company. That would be in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would have, from that standpoint, you could go with, call for a free roofing inspection,
Mm-hmm.
and then have the phone number there. That would be one
Right.
ideal. Or you could just type in, you could put in Minneapolis Roofing Company, and then make sure you put like, separate the two and have like your brand name.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, you can do it. I think utilizing the brand name
Right.
with the keyword that you're trying to rank for helps. And
Mm-hmm.
also makes you, it also, puts you in a situation where you don't look too spammy. So you don't want to, spam your title. So I think just utilizing, the keyword with the brand name, or either going with the keyword and then having like, you know, free roofing inspection, and then have the phone number there. Those are different ways. That would be how I would go about doing it.
Perfect. Okay. So, Ted, so now that we have framed the video, the titles, the thumbnails, the description, and the stuff, and also most importantly, the video, the type of video, and how do we promote it? So now, can we dig a bit more deeper on how do we promote it organically? Is building backlinks for these videos should help rank it on YouTube?
Uh, yes, they definitely help. So one of the things that I've also discovered, um, and this was just by doing some simple, I was just doing some testing.
Mm-hmm.
So, sharing the video, throughout Pinterest, you can share it on Facebook, even though, earlier I said you could upload it if you was going to do advertising, but you can
Mm-hmm.
also share that same video on Facebook. You can share it on Twitter.
Right.
Um, but the other thing that I discovered was at, medium.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Black platform. We actually have put in place that it's mandatory that we add all videos to that platform,
Mm-hmm.
because what happens is, if some reason, your video don't get to the first page, um, what we found is that if the video doesn't get there, then if you add the video to the Medium platform,
Mm-hmm.
that platform will get there for you. And then there's been cases where we have actually had the YouTube video to show up, the medium.com video to show up that we added the YouTube video to. And then also there's a Google blog platform that you can utilize. So we've had all of those show up on one page just by, adding them to those platforms. But yes, definitely social media is a way to go to help build those links up.
Wow, great. Okay, that's a good list for beginners, to start with. Great. So, Ted, do you have anything else to add to this conversation?
You know, I do. The one thing I will add is, Instagram is another platform for local businesses that you can utilize. That's a great platform. You just have to. It's a little bit structured differently, but it's a great platform to utilize video. I actually have a website. It's SEO for videos.com, where we actually post different blog topics on different strategies on video,
Great.
and also utilizing video throughout social media. So might be a great platform to check out to just learn different tactics to help you move your videos up in the Google search.
Absolutely great. So, guys, we'll be linking out to that website, so you guys can go and check that out. There's quite a lot of interesting articles specific to, how to do SEO for videos. Ted has covered a lot of in-depth, blogs around that. Feel free to check that out. We'll be linking out to that website. You guys check that out, and if feel free to ask us any comments or any suggestions. So Ted will be happy to answer you all. Yeah, that's it. So that's it for us for today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Feel free to share your feedback for improving this podcast. We'll do the best as possible. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye bye.